After losing it all in McGregor, Iowa, I decided to move all the way to Teton, Iowa to find out if I can revive our old family farm. Can we make money? Will we lose again? Find out in today's video. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Family Farm. What I'm doing right now is I'm actually getting my tractors pulled out that I am wanting to sell. So I'm looking at everything that I have on the farm and kind of pulling everything into one area. So one of the things I need to do is I need to pull out this combine to be able to get to the other two. So I know I'm keeping this. Like, there's no way that I could get rid of this after just buying it here recently. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just transferring what shed it's located in for the time being. So right now what I'm thinking about currently is getting rid of both the smaller harvesters, but I haven't made my mind up yet. I know there's a good chance I will end up getting rid of at minimum one of the harvesters. It all does depend on how much money they bring in, because if I can get a good enough deal on all this equipment, I might as well go ahead and sell it and get another decent little size harvester. It probably won't be the exact same size as our big one, but we can get something close to that size. Now this harvester right here is the guaranteed, like in my opinion, this is guaranteed gone. All the fields need to start getting planted. We may not get to a whole lot of them. I would at least go ahead and start trying to knock out some of these home fields. Start this right up here, and I'm gonna have one unhappy wife. So the one thing that I can say for 100% that are staying on the farm is the Case IH 3040 2011, the 5020, the Farmall, and then of course you got the brand new John Deere 8RT, which we did go ahead and finish out knocking everything else out. We went in and put the sprayer up like she was supposed to be. Yeah, drop that there, because I do believe there is some anhydrous still left in this tank, and if there is some anhydrous left in it, I need to go ahead and put it up into the correct place. I cannot lie, we have so much work to do still and no time to do it. It's a little frustrating. There we go, drop that off there. So we have that already put up where it needs to go for a while. Now I need to pull out the planter. Right now I haven't made my mind up if I'm going to be using both planters, but I do know I'm at least going to, and most likely going to start with using both planters. And if I do that, that means the Case IH really needs to go on this planter. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just going to take it out here to the field and unfold it real fast. So I'm gonna let that unfold out here, and while that's unfolding out here, I need to grab the Case IH 3040 and pull that out and hook it to the John Deere planter. Now yes, that is not where it's staying. It's not going to stay attached to that one, but it's where it needs to be temporarily so that I can get my job done. Now this is the one problem we do have with our current floor plan of the farm, is it just gives me nowhere to park equipment and really evaluate my equipment before I have to go out into the field with it. So with this planter right here, she has the full works on her. Anything you want, like she has the closing chains on top of everything, so she'll level everything out. Now this over here, she's old, she's raggedy, but she's still my planter. So what I'm gonna do real fast, I'm gonna go through everything here. Nothing looks broken, but I'm gonna check over it. There is an order of seed coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and get these filled up. There will not be enough seed coming in to fill both of these planters all the way. So I'm gonna go through, do that real fast, and be back in a second. Alrighty, so I've sat here and talked to my seed guy. He said they gave us everything they had for right now. So this is it. What's in these planters, they're fully filled. Everything else went to another farmer that paid before I paid, but I'm already paid up on my seed for all my fields. So they said as much as I need is paid. So first thing we need to do, I have both of them set to corn. Everything's set up for corn. We're gonna knock the corn out first and go from there. So the plan out right now is we'll go from this side over. Beans, 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 corn, 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 beans, corn, corn, beans, corn. That's going to be somewhat we stick to. The plan may change depending on the what is available for seed, and as of right now we are not 100% sure exactly what's going to be available. So we're just going to pull forward here. I have the planter turned on, and we'll go ahead and get some of this going on. So the one problem with this right here, there's nothing inside the cab. Everything on this one right here is all outside the cab, so that means I get to sit back here and play with dials, because these right here are only barely deep. So what we're going to do, we're going to push them further down to the ground. But I do have this field set up for a higher seed pop than what I normally would compared to some of the other fields that I have. Let's get out here and let's take a look at some of these seeds. All right, let's get to me. I'm actually going to turn this off, and I'm going to have one of the employees come over here and start working on getting this over. Alrighty, now this is going to be a lot easier to adjust. And let's just talk about width. Holy, is this ever so much bigger. We're going to put this down here and just start moving. Make sure everything has plenty of time to sink down into the ground good, because you don't want to do the very beginning, but you also don't want to do the very end. Let's go back here and check to see how this looks. Oh wow, one of these chains have went missing. So these are a prime example. What they do is they put them in there and they go over and basically cover up the crops. Now I am going to be overlapping, but this is one of those smart technology ones. It's going to feed off the technology off the other monitor, and it will know exactly where it needs to be planting and where it doesn't. So one thing I have to electively decide to do is I am not planting that over there. I will refuse to plant that because it's just going to be a waste of maneuvers, and I felt like I got stuck last year when I was using the harvesters, and it's just going to get worse this year because we have a bigger harvester going in this year. And what I'm going to do right here to help myself and round out these edges a little bit better for the corn header is I'm actually going to take this the opposite direction, but kind of end it. We are in fact just doing up and down rows at this point. That's all we really have left to do, and we will hopefully have a way better yield this year on this field. This planter has something cool with it. On top of having everything it needs to do, like it has everything correctly made on it, like there's no better planter in my opinion. It's also putting down some starter down with it, which that starter, if you know what that does, it's going to really boost our yield. It's going to make it grow faster and start getting to that corn. Hopefully to set it to tassel soon. That's more or less what we're looking for, and we're looking to get to as fast as we can, because the faster we can, maybe we can get another crop off. Who knows? Because I do want to try something different either this year or next year. I'm going to try to look into something different for the farm. I need to drop over here to 66 this corn and just kind of go from there. But right now we are planting at a good rate. I do think that we are taking a little bit more of a sweet time with it. One thing I want to do next winter that I didn't get a chance to do this winter is I want to extend how far down here I can go. I really want to take more of this waterway out and actually be able to plant better. Well, looks like it's been coming along pretty well so far. Everything has done a really good job. We just got to keep on trucking on like we have been for the last few minutes. I mean, this is pretty much what we got to do. But next 3 minutes ish, I have a buyer coming by to come look at some of the equipment to make a final judgment call on what he wants to buy and what he doesn't want to buy. And if he buys it, good, great. If he doesn't, we'll put it up and most likely take it to an auction. And that's pretty much just the best way to do it. But I will say, he said that he is guaranteed to at least take the John Deere. That most likely will be gone today. But for right now, we have about 40% left on the tanks, and I think we'll be doing good from there. Yes sir. Will let me, hey, can you give me like 3 seconds? Let me be able to put this thing down a couple more times. We have just very little, what, maybe a half a pass maybe in total. It's not a lot, sir. Just give me a few minutes and I'll be over there. Well, that's the guy right there that's over here coming to look at buying some machinery. Nothing will be took off the property today, but we'll at least know more information about what he's planning on doing. And there we go. I'm gonna hit that button right there, let it start folding. So let me go talk to this man and kind of show him around and see what he wants to buy. He is just leaving right now. And so what he is, the guy who's coming looking at our stuff, he is a new farmer. He's decided to buy these, and this is the list of what he wants to buy. He doesn't want the New Holland, but I think I'm still going to try to sell it to get this upgraded, because I really don't like the New Holland a whole lot. The Case IH gone. The guy said it's a bad need he wants. The 8110, that's gone as well. That planter, once we empty it full of seed, empty the seed out of it, that's gone as well. He also went ahead and bit the bullet and bought the Case IH harvester. So 4 out of 5 ain't bad. And there ain't nothing else to do, ladies and gentlemen, but go ahead and get back out on the tractor. I'm actually going to go ahead and put this up real fast, actually. Kind of back up here, put this down, turn that off there, and there we go. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get back to planting. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the first day of planting. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all love this type of content, want to see more of it, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, do what you do best. Ladies and gentlemen, no further ado, from me and the entire team here, we'll see you next time. Peace.